area until Ikan stepped in, and I think that he's taken to it rather nicely.
Oh, yeah.
And because of that, he's obviously morphed into one of the best players that we have here.
So here we go, Ikan versus IceKnight. Both PPA, of course. Project Plus Associate now.
Oh, wow, just threading the needle through that fireball.
Greninja being able to slide under the fireball might be a bit of a problem for Ryu in general. I'm really interested to see how Ikan will deal with that, assuming that IceKnight does, in fact, go through the short Yuken a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of the same, in terms of what I would see this as, it's kind of the same logic in Ryu versus Ibuki in some of the other games, where Ibuki has a lot of tools to low-profile fireballs. In that case, then you would kind of rely more on your low pokes, more on securing the ground game with moves that will knock Ibuki kind of, in terms of trying to keep it locked down. Greninja's the same way. Ikan's probably not going to be reliant on the fireball game as much, but rather safe approaches and pressure on IceKnight's shield, so that way he can keep himself safe and try to lock him down. Because if you just let Greninja do whatever you want, that you're losing the matchup. You don't want Greninja. You want. Oh, that was such a great pickup right there. See, that's the thing. You don't want Greninja to be moving around a lot. You want to keep him locked down. You want to keep him in place, and you don't want you have to have control of the neutral. So
something that I want to specify about what Ikan is really good at, that I think we see like a lot, especially, I mean, again, go back to Smash 4 a little bit, we've seen a lot of Smash 4, but I think Ikan shows really well in this game, is knowing when to do Tag Team Maki versus Shoryuken, because there are percents where one will fail and the other one will succeed, but Ikan, like, realizing when to do each one, it just shows, like, his, not only, like, player as, like, Ikan, but, like, a player knowledge, like, character knowledge about your opponent, so really good stuff there.
Ikan cruising with the lead, but here comes IceKnight, trying to turn it back a little bit.
Greninja is such an easy time. I feel like getting that percent up, especially, you know, with your drag downs like that, maybe, you know, if you can read this text or not. But Ikan just, I mean, and as you said earlier, like, Ikan and Ryu are just so good at winning like, the if you get the 3 interactions, you might just take a stock there. Almost taking the stock there.
I bet that was close. That target combo into Shorty, that almost took it.
That's gonna be it.
And that's going to do it again. That whiff counter. Ikan's going to make IceKnight pay for that, and he's going to take game 1.
He really said, jab, jab, sure you can shake my hand.
I mean, yeah, that's honestly, that's the thing. And actually, you saw the correlation that I was actually making with Ryu Ibuki and how Ryu Greninja works in this. That's exactly what IceKnight was doing. He was actually not waiting for. Normally, when Ikan is in the neutral, he's kind of waiting for his opponent to run into his fireballs, because that's the one thing that Ikan is great at, is his fireball placement. Not only just knowing when to throw it out, but also adjusting the speed to make his opponent run into the fireball. In this, he's just relying on his confirm. Anytime he gets a jump in, he just, like right there, he's not relying too much, not worrying about if his opponent's really going to run into the fireball. He's just waiting for his moment to jump in, get his damage, and just operate from there.
Oh, yeah. FD's an interesting, I feel that there are certain characters you always hear to ban FD against. Sonic, Greninja, I say Shotos, but like, you know, like the Kazuya, Terry, Ryu, Ken, when I say that. And it's interesting that we are actually seeing it here, because it's kind of like, which character do you think will take it the furthest? And obviously, I personally think that Greninja has a better time than Ryu in this match, but Ikan proving me wrong, obviously, right now.
I mean, Greninja does have a lot of tools and the combo ability to really make somebody without a jump on FD kind of pay for the counter pick. Oh, but right there. Okay, nice edge guard there. And yeah, so far, Ikan having a little bit of trouble keeping pace now that IceKnight's got that stock. Kind of hanging back. Some patient neutral going on right now. Great conversion there once again.
But like it's just as you said, like, Ikan will get like a couple hits and then it will take it that extra step and do so much percent. So as of right now, I think it's gonna be like one or two more jabs, like one jab, that's gonna be it. And again, that's gonna Ikan knowing, oh, he's playing Greninja, this is percent, I need to do this at whatever. So really good stuff there. Let's see what IceKnight will be able to do here.
Another great dash attack, drag down. Wasn't too quick on that and fell into another sweet fireball.
That percentage is so quick.
It's a lot of damage.
Oh yeah.
That's the one thing with Ikan is just he's so adept at getting max damage out of all these interactions. But IceKnight there, managing to get that next stock. Oh, the dash forward. Proximity jab into the Shoryuken.
The range is one fist short.
Now's the mountain to climb for IceKnight because this is rough. Like the FD counterpick didn't work. Ikan was kind of able to adapt to his game rather well. So now it's really just a question of, you know, where do you go from here? It looks like he's staying FD.
I want to see IceKnight, and I feel like what I'm seeing is they're both kind of butting heads, which will make Ryu win. I think what I want to see IceKnight do a bit more is play a bit more passively almost. Resetting tempo, sometimes, especially even like when you're down a stock, it's not easy to reset tempo, especially when you're down like off stock at some percent. But you have to do it or else you will just like start losing the game when you're following your opponent's tempo. So I think a character like Greninja, especially on this stage against a Ryu, should have I don't want to say easier time, but a time to do it. So that's what I want to see right now. But here we go, game 3 right now. And
oh, you pushed him all right.
Interesting.
0 to death. Yeah, you're all right. It's one of those situations where you really can't approach Ryu and can't trade with him because anytime that Ryu trades, it's one of those characters like Snake. When Ryu trades, Ryu wins.
Yeah.
And over time, those trades add up to just lost stock, lost damage. You want to do your best to mitigate that. But so far, I think IceKnight's starting to make that adjustment. Not getting too cavalier with his approaches and is definitely playing more defensively. Only committing to an approach when he knows that he's going to be able to get some damage out of it.
And that's what I want to see right now. Again, as I kind of said a little bit earlier, IceKnight definitely was trying to match like the rush down tempo, which you're not going to have a good time with, especially against a player like Ikan against with Ryu. So let's see what IceKnight does now. And I'm expecting IceKnight to play again more passively. Maybe not let these tires defense when he's going to die with the next jab, but now that it's like a new stock reset, as we kind of saw the game before, that Ikan is very easy, again, racking up 44% with just 3 heads.
You can't get too close. You just gotta, some of these cases, you really just gotta acknowledge that you have to back off for longer than you maybe feel comfortable with, because if you get too close. Great catch there. Nice. Guard situation, tried to Hydro Bundle off the ledge, not gonna work. Focuses out of the back air. I thought there was gonna be a conversion, but nope.
Back air, or back throw.
How about say interesting option? Oh, that's dead. Oh wow.
That is great.
Shit, IceKnight even reeling back at how early that killed.
Rage Ryu. I know it's not as much rage as Smash 4. Rage does still factor into that. A pretty decently high percent Greninja there. Will definitely should have stopped.
But that's the one thing that has not changed. You still don't want to be hit by Ryu whenever he's above 150 because it'll just hurt.
Forward throw? Yep. And it's a very serious position right now for IceKnight. But just like that, able to get some percent right now. Not good, nope.
Good punish on the forward smash there.
Good
jab block.
Oh, wow.
Pushes him off the ledge. That was such a great conversion, and now. Oh!
Really good job.
Oh, he could have kept it going there. He's still got advantage.
Nice back here. Ooh. Oh, no.
Oh,
he's fine, yeah.
Really good stuff. That's going to do it. Miss Shoryuken, IceKnight staying alive.
The little spin in the chair there. Like,
oh, my God.
That's a sigh of relief spin. Like, oh, my.
I'm about to say, it's like, okay, I made it. Oh, my God. That was, like, way too close for comfort. Like that, if I was oh man, I would not be able to stop shaking after that set because that was just so many different close calls, right down to the wire too. So now going into game 4,
But now you're playing into 2 of, assuming you win this game as well, an Ikan counter pick. And where will Ikan go? Nobody knows.
It's going to be small battlefield.
You completely are correct, obviously. However, I could never guess that, but Good music choice right now, too. The music on today's stream since I started commentating, fire. I have not heard one bad song. That little, that little like white noise in between those, that was a nice little break, but fire music all around.
I'm about to say, like,
Silas agreeing with me, obviously.
Ikan is easily one of our best music counterpickers.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hands down.
If we ever, next night, we're not playing bracket, we're saying, what music are you choosing for this stage? And then that's how we decide. Side bracket. But here we go, game number 4.
Caught again with the red fireball. Ikan just taking his time on ledge, not afraid of IceKnight's pressure.
Really good percent there.
Great
Really
parry,
good
not
parry.
coming anything out of it. Too far away for that jab to convert. Great fireball off the ledge. One of those tools that Ikan loves to do to discourage his opponent from staying in that roll position for too long. Oh, the overhead, watch your dome. That's going to be a forward smash, and that's going to be the first stock.
I think we'll have a good team. I mean, this is really easy time to try to get the second stock right now, or the first stock for Ikan, but
Oh, this is going to hurt.
that hurted.
That was 53% off of that interaction. Oh, we got the last hit. Ikan is starting to find areas where he's managing to use focus safely. Oh, you can only hold shield on that platform for so long.
One more jab will be the stock, unironically this time. But we'll...
He's trying to fake him out with a dash forward because he's been catching IceKnight a couple of times where if he just checks with the low shorts and then dashes up, usually he's not ready for that dash up, so he just gets in there and then that gets the proximity jab into short Yukin.
That'll be it. Oh no!
Oh no, didn't combo.
I'm surprised it actually didn't connect.
I bet that is a very rare drop because, as you said, oh, another one.
Is he out of percent possibly? I'm not sure at this percent.
It may also have to do with the spacing because if you are too far away from short, then you kind of tend to fall out of it.
Okay.
Again, like I said, there we go.
As we say that.
It's a mix of percentage and positioning. So if you're a little bit too far away, I can see it, the gaps there kind of coming into play and you can being able to shield in between those 2 hits.
percent right now. Really good connection, 60% just like that.
And Ikan not caring whatsoever. He's just a monster ready with those conversions.
Oh no.
This time Shoryuken, 1 stock apiece. We've seen IceKnight pull it out last game.
This is a very secure position right now for IceKnight. Oh no! That'll be it.
Overextended,
Nice.
tried to get the down tilt, but not quite. Ikan's going to take that set 3-1.
Give it your
Move
all.
on to winners finals. And good showing by IceKnight. There were some adjustments that were being made, but it just, again, like Ikan just stuck to his game plan, just was patient enough to see the kind of cracks in IceKnight's defense and just, waited.
All I want right now, Twitch chat, if you're listening, just type Ikan in chat for me.
Ikan.
That's all I want, Ikan.
Rev up those Ikans.